And welcome back. Today we are talking about a few tips on how to handle a child's meltdown. Joining me today, Margie Woodruff, Executive Director of Family Support Centers in Salt Lake, and Maddie Bost, a Program Supervisor for Family Support Centers of Ogden. Thank you both for joining us here today.
Thank you, Emily.
Thank you for having us.
I look forward to these Wednesday segments because they're so helpful to parents. But before we even start, tell us then, what exactly are these family support centers so that the families at home are aware?
Yes, thank you first of all for supporting Family Support Centers of Utah. We're a statewide organization, a nonprofit organization, and we have 11 family support centers strategically placed throughout the state. There are those 11 centers manage 17 crisis respite nurseries.
Wow.
And we serve families and children, infancy to 11 years old, at no cost to parents.
So a parent in need can turn to these family support centers if they need the free babysitting during a crisis or an emergency type thing.
Exactly.
You're there to help these families.
Exactly. And sometimes it's just needing a break. They need
Right.
a couple of hours off just to clean their home or take a nap, go to a doctor's appointment. You know, and we so appreciate the support you're giving us. We really do. I think that you know, we try to find some interesting tips every week to share with you.
To highlight, we're all learning as parents. That's the one thing. I became a parent and I thought, could someone please just tell me step 1, 2, 3, but we're all just doing our best. We're all just learning as we go, right?
Yes, right. Yeah.
Okay, so with these helpful tips, today we're talking about meltdowns. Tell us then, what are some of those tips for handling those meltdowns that every parent knows we all have them with our kids?
I think it's really important to understand that meltdowns are a normal and healthy part of developmental with the children, but there are some ways that we can help manage them. One of those is going to be, you really have to remind yourself to stay calm. It's really hard to help a child if you yourself are elevated. Another thing that we can do is we can try redirection. That works really well in the beginning stages of the frustration and the buildup with the children. And that's when you can kind of step in and say, hey, I notice you might be getting a little frustrated. Maybe let's go help me take the cups to the table or pick out a snack, and just getting them out of that situation for a few minutes, and then they can revisit it later.
Okay, there are so many things. I love that staying calm, though, I think is probably the hardest one, but the most important one, right? Tell us, we only have a minute. Tell us, though, about the comfort corner idea.
Comfort corners are a great way, and it's a safe space for kids to go when they are feeling emotionally stressed or just overstimulated. You can make them by teepee tents or just a nice little cozy corner. Fill them with sensory toys. You can fill them with coloring books, and just let the child know that that's where they can go to feel all those emotions that they're feeling.
Okay, that's interesting. So you can set it up in your own home, whatever that child needs and loves, make that their comfort corner, and in high emotional moments, ask them to go there or encourage them to go there to let it all out. Very, very cool. Okay, so tell us where people can go for more information. We can just skim the surface in this segment, but where can people go for more?
UtahFamilies.org. That's how you can find the centers in your location, wherever you live. We have listed all of the centers and links to those centers.
Okay, awesome, ladies. Thank you so much again for joining us here today. For anyone at home wondering exactly what was said, you can always revisit this interview on abc4.com, and also we'll link UtahFamilies.org to our website, abc4.com as well. Thank you again for your time today. We appreciate it.